Hello people of YouTube and welcome to episode 13 of my Narnia Life series. There has been a bit of news. I'm really sorry this is going up a bit late than expected. But there has been a couple of news that I'm going to mention. I'm going to do this episode talking about Johnston and the interview that went up online, and then in the next episode I'll talk about casting rumours that's obviously come online. So yeah, like I said, this episode will be about Johnston. When he was at Comic-Con in Paris, some new information has been released. Well, basically a new video has been released and it's got some new information in it. So he did confirm that The Silver Chair will be his last film that he will be directing. Is this a good or bad thing? I'm not too sure. I mean, if it's his last ever film that he's ever going to direct, he wants it to be memorable, he wants it to be to sort of stand out, which means that he's more than likely willing to take a risk with it. You know, again, I don't want it to be like Dawn Treader where it's all about saving the world. So hopefully he can maybe, if he takes a risk with it, you know, it might not be fully about that. So yeah, Silver Chair will be his last film that he's directing, and he basically said that once filming happens, then they've got to go through post-production. So he said the film is likely to be released in 2019, so after that he thinks that he probably will be ready to sort of move on to other stuff. He also mentioned randomly that he has a lot of dogs who like walks, so maybe that might be a new hobby of his after Silver Chair's been released and everything. He might sort of retire from film directing and sort of spend time with his dogs. I don't know if he meant it as a joke or not, but just something to mention. So yeah, how do I feel? Well, obviously if The Silver Chair is going to be Johnston's last movie, then obviously if we do get Magician's Nephew, Horse and His Boy or Last Battle Made, then we'll obviously get another director, so changing director again. I mean, a change in director could have like good effects and bad effects, it just really depends. Obviously we will know more once Silver Chair is released eventually. It depends really like how Joe Johnston directs it. If this is going to be his last film, like I said, he might want to take a bigger risk with it. I'm hoping he does, because I don't want it to be a save the world story, even though in The Silver Chair they technically do save the world. You know, it's more about character development, it's more about Jill learning trust. I don't want it to be purely based on we've got to save the world. So yeah, so that's a little bit of news that's come out. In the next episode, which I'm going to be recording pretty much straight after this one, we'll be talking about the casting rumour. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, that's obviously all the news. I'll see you in the next video.